we'll slowly get. Na pinuwuna niyakit Janet. Alito, siyo, guna, tikudus, mudawika, kunumante, ansi huntirish. Yate. Did I leave any out?
I don't think so.
Look, my mic just fell off. Well, coming live from 1950 South Shepherd here in El Reno. I have a very special guest today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Peter Marino, originally from Sealing, Oklahoma. My mother's Mary and
American.
Yeah. My sister's Patricia White Buffalo. I'm new with tour with Tribal Office of Recovery. So y'all be seeing more of me. Excited to be here, part of the group.
Well, thank you for coming on. Like she was saying, I think, when you think about doing peer stuff and definitely in recovery, I guess you really don't think about just jumping on a live broadcast. And I mean, I'm sure it's a little intimidating, but I think she has a great story, and I can't wait until she's able to get comfortable and able to tell it. So,
Working on it.
yeah, I just want to encourage you. You will come to a point where, like me, I remember the first time I grabbed the mic, and now they have to take it away from me. So now I won't shut the hell up. So, it's something that I'm looking forward to. We've needed this, the female aspect of recovery. I think it's even more valid. Not saying that a man's ain't, but us being Cheyennes, where we put a woman, traditionally, and in our culture, it's like a man can never be as high as a woman. So I think that it almost like like they say, when you pray, you have a direct connection to the Creator. With the ability to give life. So, I like to keep that in mind. And I think it's powerful. I can't wait to see, where this journey takes you. Yes, thank you for coming on. So, who's all saying good morning?
Dave is, Darian,
Morning,
Charlene,
Good morning.
Darian, Shirley,
Jeremy Harjo.
Jeremy Stongo.
Yeah, they were asking about the mics, and then I did notice that you had unplugged it from your thing for your.
Did I?
Huh?
Oh, wait.
Hold on.
Am I unplugged still?
No, you're good. It's saying that.
Well, my mic fell off. So yeah, am I registering? I don't know how this thing fell off, but it did. So I just gotta roll with it. So I'm assuming we're having technical difficulties. Maybe we're not. I don't know. Maybe we are. Can anybody hear me? But I didn't get a chance to shout out South Coast Behavioral yesterday, so I got to give a special shout out to South Coast over there in Oklahoma City. They're doing great things for our community, and I appreciate the work that's being done over there. My brother David, my bro Dallas. Me and Dallas go way way back. So if anybody knows how to overcome this thing, I would stand behind those fellas and let them lead the way. Uh, so how's it feel working with Tor?
I like it. I like it a lot. It's
Was
different.
was there anything that surprised you about how unprofessional we are? I'm just kidding.
No.
You know, uh, how long's it been since we've had a female peer? It's been a while, hasn't it? Well, usually Carmelo runs them off, so. But yeah, it's been a while since we've had a female peer. So I feel like we're a complete team now.
Yeah.
Then we got a couple more, people about to start.
Mhm.
Tatum, Ron. I think they're gonna be, great assets. So
Yeah.
I like the way this thing's building up.
Mhm.
I feel like something great's going to happen. Like I don't know what it is, but I don't know. Like I'm real. It just feels good to be a part of this team.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's different. Like, have you talked to your kids and stuff? Like, I might be on.
Yeah. Yeah. They're excited for me and stuff. And my daughter, she's like, really happy for me. And, she sees that I'm really a changed person from
Yeah,
what I was, she's really excited for me and stuff.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, "Ooh, mom, you're doing good things now." Like, it makes me
Yeah,
feel good,
yeah,
So, yeah, I'm excited.
yeah. That's pretty cool. Like I was saying yesterday. The proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
Like the results of me getting sober. Like when I look at my kids, like that's where I
Mhm.
can see
Already, yeah.
that it's paying off.
Yeah.
That's where I can see that I've got to be on the right path.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. It's amazing. And then to get on here and tell people about it.
Right.
Like I feel like that's our medicine.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That's our medicine for our people. That's our medicine for our community.
Yeah.
That's what I can offer is my process. So
Yeah.
uh what's your sobriety date?
November of 21.
November 21. All
Mhm.
right, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Mine's May 4th, 2021.
Okay.
So I'm 3 years, 10 months, and
Mhm.
like I don't know, couple of weeks maybe.
Yeah. That's good.
So thankful for every day.
Right.
I always call myself a spiritual toddler.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, because that's how old I feel. Like this is a new life to me. So
Right.
just being able to like experience the things that I'm experiencing and doing it sober. I never thought there was a way of going through life
Right.
and being sober.
I
Yeah,
know.
like
Yeah.
it
I
was
agree.
just unheard of.
Mhm.
Like they're liars. Like who doesn't smoke weed? Like who doesn't
Yeah.
do this? Who doesn't do that? Like all day long. Like,
Right.
but since I've been able to do it, I mean, I can't imagine. I can't imagine ever going back.
Yeah, me either. Yeah.
So I can't wait. I just can't wait for you to get comfortable.
Mhm.
And when we come, be like, all right, I'm ready to do the live. We doing the live?
Right,
Yeah.
right,
Like, y'all's behind. Y'all slacking.
right. I'll be the one setting everything up and
Janet, Andrea, y'all got to go because we're about to do the live and y'all's too loud. Yeah, take your anti laughs downstairs. Yeah. But we have a pretty fun, just the atmosphere in this
Yeah,
office.
it's fun up here. I like
You know, we jam out.
Yeah.
But when it comes to business, I feel like
we handle.
we handle our business. When somebody calls or needs help,
Yeah.
we're not afraid to turn the radio down. And, yes, this is Barry with Tor. Help me. Like like we know when to switch it on and switch it off.
Right.
So I mean, it's I know Desiree's kind of Desiree. She's kind of used to us because we'd go down there and bother her in her old office. So I don't know. Sometimes she's too quiet though.
Yeah.
Like kind of hard to figure out what she's thinking sometimes. I can say that since me, Darian, Carmelo, and Domingo, it's I feel like we're family. Like we know each other's business. We know like all the ins and outs.
Yeah.
We know what makes each other mad.
Yeah.
So it's just
Family.
we just become family.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait to see when we have a complete team.
Right.
And we're trying to think of some names for our new harm reduction league.
Oh yeah.
What were Darian's
What was he saying?
harm reduction antes?
Yeah.
What was yours, Desiree?
Baddies. The
Harm reduction baddies. It's gonna be a superhero name. See, I'm harm reduction man. Domingo's harm reduction boy. Carmelo is Unks Redux.
Unks Redux.
And Darian, what did he ever say his name was? He never really came up with one. I know, right? We can give Darian one right now. That has to do with harm reduction and being an uncle. I don't know. We need some good.
Unks
We need some good names for Darian. Oh yeah. He's my nephew, so yeah, we'll think of one. So yeah, we need some more names, some harm reduction, because we call ourselves the Harm Reduction League.
Mm-hmm.
Like what is the superhero one? The Justice League.
Oh yeah.
But we're the harm reduction. Because that's what we feel like we're doing when we go and put these harm reduction supplies.
Captain Reduction.
Yeah, Captain Reduction.
That's what Mingo said. Yeah.
yeah. We'll have like a whole series. So yeah, those are just some of the things that
Yeah.
you
What
know
is it, the Prevengers?
the Prevengers. That's a good
That's
one.
a good one. I like that one.
That
Hey,
is a
that's
good
a good
one.
one.
The Prevengers. Yeah, so we need some more. Give us some more ideas. Let us know, what you think we should roll with. But yeah, we have a harm reduction superhero league. Because just the thought of that is like we're willing to go to these places and make these supplies available.
Mhm.
And it's it's to save lives.
Right? Yes.
Um,
That.
that's the most important thing about all of this work
Yes.
is that it's not going to benefit us.
Right.
It's to save our people.
Yeah.
And we just wish there was more help like that out there.
Yeah.
Because we've saved over 400 lives.
That's right.
From our all the supplies we get out from our Narcan.
Mhm.
But those ain't the ones that I think about. I can name individual incidents where I know our Narcan saved a person,
That's right.
but it's always the ones that we couldn't save that stick with me.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Some of them were my friends.
Mhm.
Some of them were I had good relationships with, and it's just those are the ones that that keep me going.
Mhm.
So when we're the prevengers.
Yeah.
I enjoy the work that I do.
Yes.
Um, so I guess with all that being said, so
Mr. Sweezy says Nyakit.
Nyakit, Mr. Sweezy.
Deer says good morning.
Stongo,
Good
Stongo.
morning.
Susie Pickering Kikadoos.
Kikadoos.
Beaver,
Good morning, Mary.
Good morning.
good morning. Sandra Faye, good morning, sis. Glad to
Good
see
morning.
Good morning.
you. Brother Drew, good morning.
Good morning,
Jen Miller, good morning.
good morning, Jen, up there in Billings.
I'm Billings.
Faye
Yeah.
said, someone come change my diaper. I'm walking around all saggy.
Since last night, he don't go bed and pee. He goes, he don't pee and go bed. He goes to bed, then he pees.
Okay.
Itchy guy. But yeah, so tell us something about you that I don't know, surprise. Tell us something about you that
Oh
we
my-
may not know. That
That's
wasn't on your app.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Something you would just want to share, just off the
Um,
top of your head.
Ooh. Oh, I have a grandbaby. Yeah, I'm a grandma.
Oh wow, okay, that's great. Because now I don't feel so old because I'm a grandpa. So
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. How old is your grandson?
he is 1 years old. Yes, he's my everything. Like he's one of the
Oh,
reasons I know that I don't ever want to go back.
for
You
sure.
know, like that's my heart. I love being with him.
Yeah. I know
Yeah.
exactly what you mean.
Yeah,
It's just like me getting that phone call this
I
morning.
know that was cute.
My granddaughter. I mean, and I always say, I have two granddaughters. Alani Fernanda,
Hmm.
and then Nova Ray Jean,
Hmm.
and that's how I know that I'm on the right path.
Yeah.
And I always say, those are the only two people in my family that have never seen me hire drunk.
Yes. Yep.
So, and that's okay.
Hmm.
That's okay. Just like how they say generational trauma is handed down.
Right.
I feel like generational healing
Can be handed down.
can
Also.
be handed
Mhm.
down too.
Yeah.
So, it's just an amazing feeling. So I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
That's
It's
a huge part of my sobriety.
yeah. Same.
And it's just amazing. Like because I think about when Alani was born.
Hmm.
Her great grandparents, Ruthie and Matthew, who are good people,
Hmm.
good people, man. I have great relationships with them,
Yeah.
and they're my ex mother in law and ex father in law.
Hmm.
But because of my kids, like we have this great relationship,
Yeah.
And I love them, like they've treated me like a son,
Yeah.
So, uh, you know, at the time, their family had experienced some losses, and my son, and then they just experienced losing some grandkids,
Hmm.
and then here comes Alani.
Hmm.
It was like she was just the medicine that family needed.
Needed. Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah.
So I mean, and I never really thought about that until we had Alani's second birthday. We
Mhm.
actually had it here.
Oh, okay.
We had it right out there and where we have the meetings.
Hmm.
So I mean, to me that was just proof, like
Yeah.
like this sobriety and recovery thing, like it's all been worth it.
Yeah.
Like I said, the proof's in the pudding.
Yes. Hmm. Yeah.
So that's cool. I'm glad you were able to share that with us. So
Hmm.
well, do we got any more comments or? I can't see the screen or
Oh.
something.
Susie Red Nose says good morning.
Good morning, Susie.
Wonderful, blessed day. Natives in recovery continue to stay prayed up on that red road trip.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
Marion said, did you tell them what Desi Dina Sue said she wanted?
The whole
Desiree.
name.
What is it? Harm reduction baddies. Yeah, that ain't gonna fly.
Good
Good morning,
morning.
Paula Poundstone. That's my cousin, Paula Poundstone, up there in Mugtown. Well, should we go ahead and jump off into this reading?
Yeah, we can.
Feel like I've jibber jabbered enough.
All right. So, March 18th, the sacred fire used to heat the rocks, represents the eternal fire that burns at the center of the universe. Dr. A.C. Ross, Lakota. Our sweat lodge represents the womb of Mother Earth. This is the place of forgiveness. The altar is the place where the grandfathers are heated. The sweat lodge and the altar represent the whole story of the universe. The sweat lodge and the ceremonies are sacred. The Great Spirit gave these things to us to help us. He taught us to do the ceremonies in harmony with Mother Earth. We need to know and understand these things. Today, I intend to focus on. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Uh, you know, to me, like that statement is very, very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because the sweat ceremony became part of my recovery.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been very, very blessed. Man, I got some good brothers, man. You know, my brother-in-law, George Levi, David's older brother, and my instructor, my painter, Perry Romanos, been very, very fortunate.
Yeah.
Like when we came back, it almost like they must have seen the change.
Mm-hmm.
They must have seen the change or felt it, or something was different.
Yeah.
I know something was different about me, and it that's why, like, I'm so glad I get to experience Wellbriety,
Mm-hmm.
because it talks about coming back to the circle.
Mm-hmm.
And when you think about it, like, all of our ceremonies happen in a circle.
Yeah.
Sweat, peyote, our big lodge,
Mm-hmm.
all these things happen like
Full circle. Yeah.
in a circle,
Mm-hmm.
and that's one thing that I've learned to pray about and be thankful for. I was told when I crawl into that imam, that sweat lodge, that it's like crawling back into your mother's womb,
Mm.
because you're gonna leave all your problems there.
Yeah.
Anything that troubles you, even the things that you're thankful for, even when you're having a good day,
Yeah.
you learn to be thankful and grateful.
Absolutely.
So, it was like anything that would trouble me, because I need help in all phases of my life.
Right.
Not just, here and there, like, I need help in all phases of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing that I've learned to do, is to give it all to the creator.
Right.
Not pick and choose what I get to
Right.
hold on to, because, I used to be that self seeker.
Yeah.
I was only good to people because I feel like I wanted something.
Right.
So, today, that was living on a fear-based life.
Mm-hmm.
I operated out of fear.
Yeah.
I was only nice because, not because I feared somebody, but because I was scared you were going to tell me no later.
Mm.
Like it was a fear-based system that I operated on.
Mm-hmm.
So today I can honestly say, that I operate on a love-based system.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like I got to go find that when I crawled into that sweat, and I got to leave all my problems there with those, with those grandfathers.
Yeah.
And they say, when you crawl out, you're reborn. So it taught me a lot about faith.
Mm-hmm.
I used to pray all the time.
Yeah.
I didn't believe in my prayers, though,
Mm-hmm.
because as soon as I turned around, I would do something that would just
Defeat the
yeah, defeat the whole purpose
Yeah.
of me even praying.
All right.
And then I realized, that every time I grabbed a beer, every time I smoked a joint, every time I took a pill,
Mm-hmm.
every little thing that I did like that outside of myself, it was taking the power away from the creator.
All right.
And so therefore that means that my problem is I thought I was God.
Mm-hmm.
Because I never gave God the the patience that he needed for me to sit back and believe in my prayers.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, whenever I'm in that sweat lodge, I always pray for those still in their addiction.
Right.
I pray that they always find that doorway.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel very, very fortunate, that I am Cheyenne.
Right.
I feel very, very fortunate, feel very, very blessed, that we still got most of our ceremonies,
Yeah.
and I think about that all the time, and if there's one thing that I've learned is to be grateful, thankful, and appreciative
That's right.
that we still got a place to go.
All right.
We still got, you know, we still got our lodges,
Mm-hmm.
and when I'm in there, I think about every little thing that it took for that lodge to exist.
Yeah.
Every tree's life.
Mm-hmm.
How long them rocks had to be on this earth for them to end up, right there in front of me. Like, man, thousands and thousands of years.
Yeah.
Like God knew that was going to happen back then.
Right.
Like that to think about that, that's amazing to me.
Yeah.
That God knew that those things were going to be used thousands and thousands of years ago, maybe even millions.
Mm-hmm.
That far long ago, to bring them to me today so that I can give all my problems to that grandfather.
That's right.
Like that's the amazing part about realizing, about helping me find myself.
Mm-hmm.
Is I look at the truth in a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I look at every tree that had to go into making that lodge. Even the materials that it took to make that canvas.
Yeah.
Them blankets. All them different materials.
Mm-hmm.
It all had to come from the earth.
Yeah.
So it's just like that's why I like Wellbriety, because it puts you in that mindset.
Yeah.
It opens up your mind,
Mm-hmm.
because without the open mindedness and seeing how everything's interconnected,
Mm-hmm.
like like you realize, in the grand scheme of everything, I'm just a small part
Yeah.
of what needs to happen,
Mm-hmm.
for our people to get better. And then I'm happy with my role.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy with where the creator has brought me
Yeah.
and how he uses me.
Mm-hmm.
Because it used to be, how can you help me, God?
Right.
But today, it's how can I help you?
Yes.
Like that's the difference between me looking for help all the time until, like, okay, how can I help you now?
Exactly. Yeah.
So I mean, that's the amazing part about going into them sweat lodges, about you know trying to live my life in the way that I feel like the creator would allow, like,
Mm-hmm.
having them grandkids, having a roof over my head,
Yes.
all these things, it's what the creator has allowed.
Mm-hmm.
So when I think about those things, like all the firewood that has to be cut,
Mm-hmm.
all them trees lives, that were built just so I could go in there and pray.
Yeah.
Like, that's an amazing thing.
Right.
That's I don't even have a lot to do with that process. Like, the creator didn't need me at all to make any of that happen.
Yeah.
But to think, like he would bring me along, so so I can leave all my problems with them.
Right.
That was started, thousands, maybe even millions of years ago.
Mm-hmm. That's
know,
cool.
like when I think of it like that,
Mm-hmm.
like man, that's amazing. Mahayot, powerful,
Mm-hmm.
the great mystery, the great one.
Mm-hmm.
Man, like when I think of it like that, like it just puts things into a new perspective for me.
Yeah.
The creator knew,
He
you
knew where you
know,
were gonna be at.
he
Yes.
knew, yes,
Mm-hmm.
right, right on his time.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I love the fact, just thinking about that,
Mm-hmm.
like thinking about it in that way, like man, it's humbling,
Mm-hmm.
very, very humbling. So I mean, I feel like I could go on for days and days. So how do sweats make you feel? How?
Man, it's been so long since I've been in a sweat. Honestly, the last time I was in a sweat was at Bear Butte,
Oh
and I
wow,
was
wow,
yeah, and I was very young. I can't even remember how old I was, and so it's been many years,
that's
and
powerful.
yeah. So I'm interested, to go with you guys, and
Definitely.
yeah. So yeah, it's been a long time.
Well, I mean, that's a powerful place.
Yeah,
Now Woods,
yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah, that's actually yeah. It's the last time I was in one in many years. So
That's a hell of a place to be in. That's
yeah.
powerful.
It was cool.
Yeah, man, I could. Yeah, yeah. I just go to Concho.
Hey.
Yeah, yeah. It's close. I'm getting in Now Woods.
Well, we definitely need to make a trip to Bear Butte.
Yeah, for sure, man. That would be, that'd be amazing. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Bear Buttes in South Dakota. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah. I can't wait. And that's the great thing about sobriety. Recovery.
Mm-hmm.
Like my boy Chad Riley always says, you know, recovery turns into discovery
Mm-hmm.
because you're starting to find all these
Yes.
new ways,
Mm-hmm.
and you get to be the person that the creator intended for you to be.
Right.
So yeah, I can't wait to see, uh how your journey goes,
Right.
never know, be one of the holy ones,
Hey.
you never know, you never know, but I just know that uh when you put the creator first, he
All
allows
things,
those types of
all
miracles
things
to
are
happen.
possible when you're
Yes, all
first.
things are
Yes.
possible.
Mm-hmm.
So like I heard a person say, after you get sober, then anything seems possible,
Mm-hmm.
because that was such a life-changing event,
Yeah.
that once you get sober and you're able, you find a solution,
Mm-hmm.
then anything seems possible.
Yeah.
So you never know, you never know.
A lot of things are falling into place now since I've gotten sober, like I mean everything, from you know just being free, getting my driver's license back,
Wow.
to having my own house again, and just
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Just it's
What a
just
normal person would call
exactly,
you.
yeah. I'm sleeping good at night now,
Yeah. Full night's rest.
Full night's rest, looking forward to the next day
Yeah,
and thanking God for everything every morning.
definitely, definitely.
So
That's awesome. But yeah, we'll definitely get into your story more.
mhm.
Till you're just sitting here by yourself, just
Just taking the whole mic.
yeah. And then, yeah. Do we have any more good comments up there?
Amen.
James Goodchill.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Goodshield.
The glory of the house, I found my love and happiness in dancing.
That's
Renee
right.
Wriggles. Good morning.
Renee.
Norman Sheridan.
Norman, that's my brother Norm right there.
Warrior Rounds. That's Francis Norman.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mr. Goodchill says, I feel very blessed to be able to Sundance a traditional dance at my age. spiritual and emotional healing heals all. Yet the red road to love variety incorporates our connection to everything outside in the universe.
Yeah.
Wow, I like the way you put that. Thank
Yeah.
you for sharing that.
Dave says, there's so many benefits that come from the sweat lodge, not only the health benefits, but from my recovery. I get to go in there and hone in each one of my coping skills.
Yeah.
Breath works to calm my anxiety.
Yes.
My prayers for strength. Meditation for when it gets very hot. Each time I come out of there, my recovery seems
Stronger. Yeah.
If
Mhm.
I can get through that ceremony on a regular basis, it makes it easier for me to get through a regular basis.
That's
Definitely.
That's good.
You know, there's been times where I just wanted to bust out of there. You know what I mean? Like, if they don't stop right now, yeah. You know? But, you know, just being able to hold on to that calm. You know, like, to me, that's why I sing.
Yeah.
That's why, like, even if I don't know the song, I'll just start trying to sing, you know, like.
I mean, how else you gonna learn
Yeah.
if you don't try?
I mean, you know, like when I sing, man, I don't feel none of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I sing, man, I don't feel none of the heat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you definitely give up your comfort
Yeah.
to be in there, and my back ain't hurting. You know, I'm not about to cramp. You know, when I'm just sitting there, all that's going on, real uncomfortable. Gotta have something to lean against. You know, like I'm such a big baby. You know what I mean? Like,
Going through it.
yeah,
But coming out.
trying to get my life together. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just getting in there.
Dang.
But like they say, man, being Cheyenne's tough.
I love
You
being
know,
Cheyenne.
being Cheyenne's tough. You know, we got tough ways.
Yeah.
You know, and when like Mr. Goodshield was saying, I remember a time, when my dad, my uncle Frankie was trying to get me a pipe.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was like, boy, hell no. Like, and I'm glad we had that talk because he told me, don't do that. Wait until it's the most important thing in your life.
Mm-hmm.
He said, because, that's what, he didn't want me to do what he did,
Yeah.
and I'm glad we had that talk, because now I'm to a point where I feel like it is.
Mm-hmm.
Last year was my first year.
Okay.
So, I mean, just being able to have the opportunity,
Yeah.
like just thinking like that I'm in that mind frame,
Mm-hmm.
like I feel like it's taken my recovery,
Mm-hmm.
to a whole nother level, and I'm glad, I'm just real thankful for our ways, real appreciative. So, but yeah, just so what was you doing at Bear Butte?
We had one up there. I went with it's whenever they used to have the circle keepers a long time
Oh,
ago.
okay.
They took us up there and stuff and had a little thing there.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. But my actual last time being up there was like in 2006, I think. Yeah. So
I know Dave, my brother Dave, he showed me a picture of, when he was up there. He was up
Oh,
there
yeah.
fasting.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, how the hell did you get up there? You know what I mean? Like, it was crazy.
It gets pretty scary when you get higher up, you're like, whoa.
Yeah. I'd come down like Filbert.
Hey.
Yeah.
Come rolling down.
Yeah. Whirlwind dreamer. Yeah. But
Whirlwind dreamer.
yeah. But like just having that experience and just being able to, I'm just so grateful
Mm-hmm.
that we can turn to our ways.
Yeah.
Like even to burn this cedar right here.
Right.
Like think how old that tree was.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like to offer
A blessing.
a blessing,
Mm-hmm.
like that's amazing. I
Yeah.
mean, just the, like like, man, the Creator's powerful.
Absolutely.
Just being in that mind frame.
Yeah.
Like I could just go on and on for days over the same things. Just it's just a great feeling
Right.
to know that the Creator keeps showing up in my life in different ways.
Yeah.
And just being aware of that. Whereas before, I would just take full advantage.
Yeah.
I used to
For
think that,
granted,
yeah,
know? Yeah.
I thought that the Creator didn't pay attention to me, or that I wasn't, because of the things that I asked for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, praying for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Praying for that bottle alert.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like those are the types of things that I used to ask for.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean? Like that's how desperate I was. And I used to think, oh what? Yeah, you don't love me? Like,
Yeah.
oh, you must not hear me. You must not be listening to me. So what's the point of praying? Like, because I was that self-centered,
Mm-hmm.
and I was that just caught up in trying to be something that I wasn't.
Right.
So it just feels good today. So
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna do any.
Andrea says good morning.
Good morning, Andrea.
Good
Can't wait
morning.
to see you on the 27th.
Charlene says, my grandma was the first true teacher of our ways. ETT is where she took us as children. My prayers and devotion began there. When I was in my active addiction, my cousin said to me not to forget that my recovery wasn't just my prayer. That I also needed to fulfill my part. That I needed to do the spiritual work. I reflect on this every day, she said.
Wow.
That's good.
Brother Goy says, Nyake.
Nyake.
Sweats
Earl.
are Friday the 28th, 4 p.m. Doors open to all.
Okay.
Aho, brother.
Shanna Bieber says, good morning, sunshine. Have a day better than good.
Well, thank you, Shanna.
Dave says you were in the sweat, chirping around like a cradle. Randy says, shh.
Yeah. I like that Charlene said that. Because you know what kind of, I remember being like maybe 4 or 5 years old, and my brother Tracer was going through the Sundance at Sealing.
Mm.
And he had to have been like maybe 15, 16. Like he was a teenager. And I remember I just knew that was my way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like to see my older brother going through, man, like I remember, I went and I didn't know why they had sage,
Mm-hmm.
but I just knew that it meant like something good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember I went and grabbed some sage, and I put it in my shoe. Yeah, like the whole thing was just sticking out of my shoe. Yeah, and I was walking around. But it just, I wanted that connection back then.
Yeah.
And I want to say, me and my cousin Craig, it was like the first day of school.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about, man, did you go to the Sundance? Yeah, I was at the Sundance.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, then we took off. We started Sundancing right there.
Oh no. Oh my.
And my brother Tracer came walking by and caught us
Oh.
and was like, he scolded us.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't play around like that. You don't play with that.
Right.
Like I remember him telling us, and
Yeah.
I'll never ever forget that. Because Craig remembers that too. Remember when we got caught sundancing? Like, and it was just like I knew back then, that was my way.
Mm-hmm.
I went to church, and I'm not saying anything against Christianity or nothing.
Yeah.
Like if if you can find God there,
Mm-hmm.
I encourage you to go.
Yeah.
But back then I already felt that connection.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandma, she was a Christian. But all her sons, they were all, they all chose the traditional way.
Yeah.
And and that's who I followed. Those were the men that I looked up to.
Mm-hmm.
And I just knew back then, that was going to be my way.
Mm-hmm.
And it just feels good today.
Yeah.
feels good today that man, and I never even really thought about it until I started talking about, the rocks,
Mm-hmm.
about when they were formed
Mm-hmm.
and what it took for them to
To
get here.
make it there, yeah.
Some of them came from New Mexico.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like some of them came from, down south or wherever.
Mm-hmm.
And to think of when they were formed, thousands, maybe even millions of years ago.
Yeah.
And to think that that's when the creator knew then what they were going to be used for.
Right.
Like that's powerful.
Yeah.
That's a powerful
It's
thing.
amazing.
So
Yeah.
I just I don't know. I could ramble on. And you don't get me started again on that. I'll just be going off on another tangent.
Hey,
Well, well, I guess we can do the. Might as well. We got time.
what are we doing? Hey.
We're gonna do the announcements.
Oh.
Talkspace and Talkspace Go. It is an app where we offer. You can connect with the therapist in minutes. You can scan this QR code right here. Scan the QR code. Wait, I'm backwards. Scan the QR code right here, and it'll take you straight to our link. And if you go through the app, you download the app, and you go to you put CHATOR, and then when it asks for organization, you put restore, and that's how you get it for free. So it's for ages 13 and up. We want to offer that to anybody that needs it. So very important. We got about maybe 500 spots that we can fill up, and it's free online therapy where you connect. You get to pick your therapist, and you get 2 video meetings a month, and you can send them text messages all day long. So it's a great tool, great mental health tool. And then text TOR, TOR, to 888-580-4TOR. It keeps you in the loop with what we do as a program, gives you our meeting time, dates, and location, and it gives you updates with what we're doing as a Gourd clan. So shout out to Brand Logics. It's a great tool to stay in the loop with this. It's a great reminder too. Because I look at it, it'll go off, and I look at like, oh yeah, yeah, like I wasn't planning on it all day. Here at 1950 South Shepherd, we have a Mendon Broken Hearts Talking Circle on Monday night at 7 o'clock. Come to the back door. It deals with grief. It's always a great talking circle. I think we need to get our attendance going back up. We at one time, man, it was a great meeting. And then we had some clients. I guess their plans got changed or whatever, so they haven't been able to make it back. But it's always a great meeting. Then on Thursday nights at 810 East Cedar Avenue in Weatherford, Oklahoma, at the Oxford House, they offer a talking circle for the Weatherford area at 7 o'clock. So take advantage. If you're in the Weatherford area, if you're just curious, go check them out. That circle is led by Mackenzie Wache. So shout out to Mackenzie. But while that's going on here at 1950 South Shepherd in El Reno, we have our talking circle, and that happens at 7 o'clock. And it's always we always have a good time, man. We always have a great circle. Have a lot of people that show up. So we just want to say thank you to the community, and anybody's invited. It's not just a native thing. We want to invite everybody. And then while that's going on Thursdays at 7 in the other room, we allow the kids. We're trying to empower our youth. A lot of parents bring their kids. So, we're giving them their own time, space, and, allow them to talk about the things that they may not be able to talk about as being the kids of addicts. So, I think that's powerful. So shout out to, Tatum Escott for leading that charge. And then on Friday nights, we have a 12-step meeting here at 1950 South Shepherd that gets a little bit more in depth into the Wellbriety book. where you put pen to paper and a little bit more actions needed. So, if you're looking for a 12-step program, I recommend, you come listen to my brother Dave talk, man. He used to be rugged, but he's actually, he found a solution. So shout out to my brother Dave. And then on March 25th
March 25th
in Watonga, Oklahoma, at the ERC from 3 to 6, Pathways to Community Living is having an Elders Traditional Night. So we've been asked to come out and do an activity. We're making this a community event. So we're going to make 30 hand drums, in the Watonga area. There's no signups, no, first come, first serve. And yeah, so we've made over 100 hand drums in the community so far. I want to say Ceiling, Clinton, Ceiling, Concho, and where else did we make them at? Here at the office, and Thomas. So altogether, we've made about over 100 of them. So we're gonna have 30 hand drum kits. Show up, we'll help you make them. They're pretty simple, man. They're a lot easier than what you would think. So that will be March 25th in Watonga, or 26th, 25th, 25th, and then yeah.
speaker night.
Oh, that's our speaker night.
27th. That'll be a normal Thursday night that we normally have our meetings on.
Yeah.
Speaker night. We'll have supper at 6. That's Andrea Alexander.
Yes.
Our guest speaker.
Yes.
Karate trainer.
Yeah.
For years, helping people learn the steps on the Red Road and all the other teachings of Well Friday. So come out, hear her story. We'll be streaming it, of course, on Facebook and YouTube as well. But yeah, come on out, come visit, come see us.
Yeah. Only thing is, and you'll appreciate this, Carmelo, is Andrea's she's a Cowboys fan.
Good.
Yeah, she likes OSU, so I mean, whatever. Yeah. But no, she has a great story, and I like the way, I heard her speak at the Well Brady conference, and she has a great story. I like the way she tells it, and since I've known her, she's definitely been a positive person in my life. So just glad we get to share that moment with her. And then our princess, Carly Flying Out, has been chosen as the recipient of the 7th generation Youth Leadership Award. We won the award last year for the organization. Southern Plains Tribal Health Board. They put on a health conference every year, and because of her stance on substance abuse and how it's affected her life, and how she's able to use culture as her prevention. I think it's a powerful message, and we're very proud. She's a great representative of the All Nations Res Covery Gourd Clan. So I got to give a special shout out to Carly Ty Flying Out.
Still looking for our junior princess.
Yes.
Ages 10 to 15. Just hit that QR code right there, and then submit your app. And we're looking forward to seeing you. I think we're serving 2-year term, so Harley will be there for a year with you. Then we'll do another senior princess after that. And that way, the princess that's there, can kind of show them the ropes.
Yeah.
Know that this is more than just being showing up at a dance. You're going to speak. You're going to learn and
Represent.
share your story and represent well.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking forward to seeing those apps. We have our recovery housing assistance we're doing now. That's $500 payment to the actual recovery housing facilities, they have to be OCAR certified.
Have to be.
Yes. So that's available. QR code right there. Make sure you fill out the app. Submit all those documents, or your application will not be approved. So make sure you're doing that. We do that at least twice a year. So and we have the Parepo Sundance sponsor Trevor Trosper. His benefit dance is coming up on Saturday, March 29th to give Miles ERC. We're just sharing this information because our brother Boy asked us to put this out there. These dances are always pretty big. Win some raffles or something, they always have some really nice.
Sit by Earl.
That guy wins all the time.
Yeah. Sit by Earl.
He probably has like 5 TVs.
I know. In the box.
Yeah. Not even open.
Have his own dance. Have his own.
And then we have the Trail of Hope conference coming up. I know that Barry and Mingo are going to be there for that one.
Yeah.
Representing us. That's happening March 28th, 29th, and 30th. That's at the end of the month. So,
Yeah. Is that during the weekend? I believe that's during the weekend.
Right before we go to
Southern Plains. So, yeah.
So make sure you register. You guys get on there if you want to go see the celebrity, Mr. Barry Boto, in the flesh, and the superstar eye candy.
Domingo.
Go out there and see
With
them.
this peer pressure.
Showing off his pure pressure.
Yeah.
That's all of our announcements.
Well, is there anybody you would like to shout out?
Just
Anybody? Hi.
hi everyone. No, just everybody. The fam.
Well, we're glad, I get a feeling you're going to be on here a whole lot more. I'm waiting on the day that you're going to be able to do this without any of us.
Right.
Yeah. Like they're sick of us.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah. Like I'm happily ready to, see you ladies,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a full supporter of you all's mission. So.
He supports, but he's going to be right here. Be like, no, we need to do it this way.
Yeah.
Point fingers. Hey.
Yeah. I tell you what the public likes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait. I'm very excited. I'm happy you came on.
Thank you.
It's our first. I feel like it's gonna be the first of many. Of us being able to get on here, and I feel like you're already on the right path.
Yeah.
Because when me and Domingo used to do this,
Mm-hmm.
man, these things were like 5 minutes long. I would read whatever today's meditation was,
Mm-hmm.
give my little share, and then that was it. But now it's like a whole
Hour. Hey.
a whole production. Like technical difficulties and all.
Yeah.
So
The show must go on.
yeah, the show must go on. So I'm just real happy you were able to get on here today.
I appreciate it. Thank
I'm
you.
looking forward to the day that you can do this
On my
all on your own. And I promise you, if anybody believes in you, it's me.
That's right. Thank you.
So I can't wait.
Yeah.
So with that, I guess like, share, follow, tell your mammy about us, and we appreciate all the comments.
Yeah.
And if you could think of a good name for our harm reduction league, we already got all names except Darian, Theta, and Desiree. So they need harm reduction league names. So the Prevengers was pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that one. That one. So just give us something to build on. So we will see you Trauma Tuesday. So we will be back this afternoon.
Okay.
So with that, I hope.